Yes, it's another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man, and I'm very happy to bring you this video here today. And recently, I made a video about the best deal in Yokohama: own a house for just $125,000. And we got a really interesting comment here, and I'm going to read the comment to you there from Mohammed Hassan here, and it says, "I am still new in Japan, and I have like 20 million." And hey, by the way, Mohammed, good job. It's really hard to come by 20 million, and you have. Good for you. That I want to invest in Japan. Do you think buying an Akiya and renovate it is a better idea, or buying something like this and rent it? Believe it can rent quickly uh, is a better idea. Okay, this is I'm gonna this IKEA garbage that's all over the internet right now. I'm just gonna have to really come down to you guys and give you some damn red pill, okay? And you're gonna laugh at me because I'm coming back to this one picture the other day of these like pole dancers in this small little studio in Roppongi, in the one video that I did on Roppongi. Right now, there's three beautiful girls here doing pole dancing in a small little studio. Maybe there's about like three other guys watching, a bunch of four other girls watching as well who want to be like these girls. And what this is, okay, and that's why like this video is, I'm getting a little antsy or like a little animated here in the video today, is Japanese culture right now, for better or for worse, okay, in terms of the trend, okay, that's where the girls are. They're here in Roppongi right now. They don't want to be in the countryside, okay. A lot of these people that in the places that are in demand right now in Tokyo or in Japan are in the urban centers of Japan, and that is the trend. That's why there's three girls here in this little studio in Roppongi spinning around a pole and being beautiful, okay? Because they know that is what is popular right now. This is a popular place to be in Japan. There's pressure on this land because that is where people want to be. And there's so much garbage out there on the internet right now about all this IKEA stuff, and I get it. I really get it. Now, for example, this is another video I did a couple of months ago, and it says how to live in Shibuya, Japan, 2 months a year. I'm sharing my tab. I'm thankful. I'm a little feisty here, so I'm glad I'm sharing my tab. And cash 2 months a year and cash flow the rest. Okay, now I did a video here uh, about this one property here in Shibuya. Okay, and it was selling for, I checked here on the video, it was selling for 1,580 man, or basically isen ropyakuman. Okay, you know what? It's gone. It's sold. Okay, this was not a brilliant, huge sort of unit. We can even look at the listing is no longer existing, so I can't really access it. Okay, it was a small little, perhaps 20-meter apartment. This was a building near Shibuya Station. I own a apartment very close to this building. I'm very familiar with it. Okay, it's sold. Okay, why is it sold? It's because this area that it's in has demand. So when I said in my response to Mohammed's comment, what should I do? I said, well, you have 20 million yen. Make sure you're getting something in an area that has demand. Okay. So this small little 20, and I talked about also in that video how these kind of auto lock corner doors like this, or like situations like this, are popular for young ladies, and or maybe someone, I don't know who bought this, whether it was an end user bought it or whether it was an investor that bought it. Okay. But someone bought it because the area that it's in has demand. So when you're going out into these far flung countryside areas and you're going to try, you got 20 million yen that you've come by hard, like hard by, and you want to think that you can fix some sort of IKEA up and rent it. Are you sure? Why are you brilliant and going against the trend? Why is it in that area that you're going into? Is there these beautiful girls there that are paying money? These beautiful girls are either they're getting paid, either is this an instructor, or they're paying to come here to the studio to to do this sort of exercises. Is that area that you're going to have that kind of demand? I don't think it does. And why do you think you're brilliant enough to go against this trend? And you want to be a cash flow investor like Mohammed wants to be. So There's only a few places in Japan right now that have a lot of demand. The population is going down. Do we have we do have a lot of immigration in Japan right now, but do we have rapid immigration like we have here in Canada? No, we don't. Okay? So you have to be very careful. And sometimes when you have 20 million yen that you come hard by, and I was looking at his picture, okay, it looks to be 33 years old. You can't be throwing that money and gambling away in areas that don't have no demand. Then you have a house that you can never sell. This little this little smallest ever apartment that you could get in Shibuya that I talked about in this video, it's sold. That's why I recommend you to do this. And everyone goes to the better, there's better YouTubers than me that make much more attractive videos than I make about the hero life that you can go out into the countryside of Japan, okay, and live the life in the countryside with these cheap houses. And certainly it can work. I'm not saying that I'm against it, but are you sure? Why are you going against the trend? I've lived in the Akiyas, okay? And then another thing you can look at is like I mentioned here already in the video. Japanese people have access to this kind of financing. So when you're buying an Akiya in the middle of nowhere, right? Like, what makes you think they're going to rent it? They can all likelihood they can access this financial system that you can't, and they can buy a house. So you have an asset that you don't even know can rent. So if you go into these, better move to do is to go into Tokyo, go into these high demand areas, and I'll talk about it. This is a 35 flat. Okay, this is a 35 flat, and the Japanese workforce. Okay, they have access to this. This is a 35-year flat loan where they have access on this one you see right here at 1.86%. The Japanese workforce, okay, for the first 5 years of the loan, they have access to this at 0.86%. And by the way, this is going up slightly. A month ago it was at 0.84. So this is going up. Okay. And then the balance of the loan for 35 years is 1.86%. They're totally hedged against inflation. Okay, and then below it here you see the flat 20, which is generally for older people because the banks don't like to lend to older people. And then the government, this is basically a government backed loan. Okay, and the flat 20 is at 0.47% for the first 5 years and at 1.47% for the balance of 20 years. If you're living in Japan, Mohammed, you have to take advantage of a program like this. Okay, so you don't need to, if you're working already, you don't need to put up the whole 20 million. You can try to access this. Okay, it would you're trying to get something first. Okay, that is a place to cash flow. So it's very all likelihood it's going to be very difficult for you if you want to get a cash flow loan. It's going to be you're not going to be able to get this loan. This is for residential housing. Okay. Uh, However, if you're anyone else in Japan, you've got to take this kind of lessons that I'm giving here on the internet. Okay, this is a free consulting call I'm basically giving you right now. Okay, and take advantage of this. And don't forget the Japanese public or the Japanese workers have access to this. So if you're buying a house in the middle of nowhere with low demand and it's a very low price, why are they going to rent from you? They don't need it. That's an option they don't need. Okay, now the best Japanese, the most accomplished Japanese members of the Japanese workforce, they don't even need a 35 flat. They can come in here and get the variable, okay, at 0.375%. They have access to this. This is from the Mizuho Bank, by the way. Anyhow, come here and let's cut to the map. And I've looked at a couple of different samples here in the marketplace of how I think you have to invest. Okay, now this is the Shibuya marketplace. You can see that the red dots, and fans of this channel, all 188 of you now, or 187. We had a little spike in subscribers. Very happy about that. Uh, it's funny that I'm giving you. I've talked about this being the red pill today, and look at this. This map here is littered with red pills, and the red pills here are where the valuations are the highest. Okay, and what do? They indicate demand. So you might like the better YouTubers out there, and I'm going to include my friend Anton. They use the word Akiya all the time. I, Anton isn't buying houses in the middle of nowhere. He's buying houses in these kind of areas, and he's a distressed investor. He's looking for the deals in areas that have the highest demand. Why do you think the guy is so good at his game? He's not good at the game because he's buying. He might tell you to go buy the Akiya in the middle of nowhere. That's not what he's doing. That guy Shun, You always watch his channel. He's definitely a better YouTuber than I am a better YouTuber. But you know what? He's not a better Japanese real estate investor than me. I guarantee it. Okay. So this is a red pill, man. So you want to pick up units that are near these places. Okay. I'm just going to randomly pick it. Okay. This is going to be in the millions probably. Let's have a look. Okay, it's at 3 million. Okay, in Roppongi, it's at 3 million. Okay, let's choose this one right here. Okay, this one right here is what? Okay, we have one for 1.3 million, another one for point. Yeah, it's all the same listing three times. Okay, 1.38 million. Okay, here's another one here by Aoyama Gakuen University. Right, what's this one going to go for? Right, again, 1.38 million. Okay, so my proposal to you, okay, Mohammed, is to try to find something in these like cooler colors. Okay, this blue one right here. Okay, I think it's under 200,000 right there. Okay, okay, right there, 1,980 mon. Isen Q Hyakuhachijuman. Okay, you want to pick something up like this with your 20 million because you don't want to risk it. And you're like, can I, if I buy an Akiya and I buy it? I'm sorry to say, I'm making fun of you because you're trying to learn about this. You want to buy an Akiya for like what, like super cheap, and then renovate it, and it doesn't get rented. You just why are you going against trend? Why are you why are you why are you smarter? Okay. Why are you smarter than these girls here? These girls are the smart ones. They're there doing pole dancing. They're beautiful, and they're doing their pole dancing right now. It's because they know they can be beautiful in this neighborhood, and there's enough demand for their beautiful faces and beautiful bodies. Okay, because there's demand in the area. Why are you going against the trend of these pole dancers? They're indicating the trend. So come back here to the map again. Sorry about that, but that's how you have to be like a cash flow investor in Japan. And this is the Tokyo real estate man way. Anton is buying right now. Okay. I think he bought another Akiya in far Setagaya. You want to give me the truth? He doesn't want to buy far Setagaya. He doesn't want to buy the stuff out here. He doesn't want to. But you know what? He doesn't have enough money now to do the things he wants to do to buy it in here. Okay. And he's certainly not buying the stuff out in the middle of nowhere if you want to be a cash flow investor. That's not what he's doing at all. He's looking for a distressed investment in these kind of areas where he can pick up another house to do some more Airbnb so he can maximize his money in these kind of areas. Because he knows, and I don't even necessarily think it's a very good idea because these sort of areas are way out. They're not in far, this is far, far away from central Tokyo. Okay, let's even look here. What's this something one here? This is not too far away. What's that? 188. Okay, for 22 meters. You're better to pick up that one that I already chose closer here to Shibuya because you're getting closer to those red pills. Tokyo red pill. It's funny. Okay, well, so here's the listing that I cracked open right here earlier, and I will not forget to share my tab since I'm so feisty today. I'm scared about it. Anyhow, this is a listing. Okay, for 1,980 mon, Isen Q Hyakuhachiju mon. Okay, and you see right there, Rima Wari, like I'm always talking about on this channel. This is the yield. The yield is 6.66%. Okay, so right now I think it must be rented at about $1,000 a month. This is what you want to get. But even something like this has a minus. I was looking at the pictures. Okay, here's the pictures of it right there. It's right beside a train. Okay, so there's train tracks on the back. However, there's one good thing about it is that the designers in Tokyo have uh, when they've gotten really better at this over the years. This is probably built, I'm guessing, in 1977. We'll see if I'm right when we look at the facts of the listing. But what they do is the utilities or like the entrance to each of the apartments is here on the back side, so that the lifestyle side is of the apartment is not facing the train. And you know what? This apartment is rented. Why is this apartment rented? It's rented because this area has rental demand. Why are you going against the pole dancers? These pole dancers want to be in this neighborhood. Where do the guys want to be? Where do the men want to be? Like we have to get this red pill. I have to give this men red pill in here. Where do the men or the most successful men want to be? They want to be near those pole dancers as well. And that's why these neighborhoods are so popular. It's a nice unit, actually. It's a nice thing. The red pill. Tokyo real estate man is having some red pill today. Standard kitchen, standard kitchen. Now, right here, I talked about this is likely on the very back end of the apartment. We can see, I'm guessing this might be the entrance on to the either side of the kitchen. Standard. Yeah, see, I was right. There you go. So what happens? You can imagine there's some sort of railing right there. You come in, you enter the apartment right here. The kitchen would be near the train side, okay? But any of the sleeping quarters and everything like that would be several layers away, several layers, a concrete wall away, another barrier away here from with the sliding doors here for the sleeping right there and everything else in between it, so that the noise barrier and the best lifestyle of the apartment are done in this side. Now, Mohammed, I don't know where in Japan that you're living. You might not be living in Tokyo, and this kind of proposal might not be manageable for you. But you have to try to get into the best neighborhoods of Japan if you're interested in doing cash flow investing. Okay, that's why the pole dancers are there. Okay, that's why I'm the Tokyo real estate man. That's why I can live in Vancouver and I can own all my units, which I have in the double digits. Okay, in central Tokyo, because those areas where my apartments are, they're perpetually rented. I'm aware of demand. I'm aware of these sort of things. What other did I look under some other listings here? No, this is from another video. Anyhow, another video here from the Tokyo real estate man. And today we'll end here on the pole dancers. And this is the red pill. And this is where these beautiful people and the people that want to get ahead in Japan, this is where Japanese culture is right now. Places like Roppongi and Central Tokyo. Now, cool. This was a really fun video for me to make. Mohammed, thank you so much for your comment. We'll go here to home. There's probably going to be a girl picture there. This one always keeps coming up. I have to reset this picture. There's going to be another girl picture going to come up here before we do it. Oh, look at that. There's, how does that happen? There's Anton right there. And it's funny how the serendipity it just comes up. I hit it right there and it comes up. Yeah, you see that he made a very beautiful house here. They did a very good job at this house right there. And he picked this one up. It's in Sanginjaya. And he picked up some more the other sort of apartments, either even in further Setagaya. Does he want to buy in Setagaya? No, he doesn't. He wants to buy in Minato-ku, or he wants to buy in Nakameguro. But it's very difficult right now for him to do it because he doesn't have the money, just like everyone else. Okay, but you can learn from the pole dancers. You can learn from me. You can learn from Anton. You need to buy places that have underlying demand. Okay, that's the red pill. Okay, and if you have saved your money like that, you can't throw it away in areas that you just don't know. Anyhow, you can always contact me here at my Instagram, Tokyo Real Estate Man or Shibuya Republic. I got to put on another photo in it. Or failing that, you can come here to my website, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. I'm always, like I say in lots of videos, I'm not sure these contact boxes working or what have you. Okay, or failing that, you can always I have it, my old school email coming back there to the 1990s, yahoo.com. Young people don't even use Yahoo. Anyway, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. 今日の動画本当に楽しかった。ありがとうございます。いつもこのチャンネルを応援するとか、見てるとか、プラスマーク、プラスコメント、マイナスコメントでも、いつもありがとう。この動画で、ここで終わりです。